So this is my second video talking to you about sustainability standards. Hello, my name is Martin Jones and I'm going to talk about sustainability and the reporting of sustainability in SBR, ACCA Strategic Business Reporting. And this video is going to look at IFRSs2, S2. So S2 is the climate related risks disclosure standard, and the first thing to say is that the second standard repeats the rules from the first standard, which is when communicating to users you must use GROSM, which is governance, risk and opportunities, strategy and metrics. And speaking about those components, the standard S2 goes into some detail about the R and the M, and that's the bit of extra knowledge that I want to deliver in this video. First of all, it talks about two different kinds of risk that we experience in the context of moving towards a sustainable business environment. One is physical risks and the other is transition risks. So physical and transition. Physical risks are obvious risks, like the risk that your factory is going to get washed away in a tsunami because of climate change. But transition risks are not particularly subtle either. They're the risk that your brand represents dirty, poor environmental thinking from the period just after the Second World War. You've got an old brand that has certain imagery and it's getting left behind. You've got the risk that you won't be able to change your brand to fit the new world. That would be described as a transition risk. So two different kinds of risk: physical risk, transition risk. And then we come to metrics, and really it's in the context of metrics where you earn your points as an SBR student. The measurement of climate change for the point of view of S2 is all about measuring the emission of greenhouse gases, greenhouse gas emission. And it requires all companies to measure their outputs of greenhouse gases by using the protocol, the greenhouse gas GHG protocol, remember that word. And then when communicating its outputs, it requires three scopes. And these are a bit tricky, it's kind of sets within sets within sets. So you've got scope 1, scope 2 and scope 3. Scope 1 is really easy to picture. That's the emission of greenhouse gases that you emit yourself as a corporate entity, what you spew out into the environment yourself. Then you've got scope 2. That's you plus your suppliers. So it's your suppliers in the value chain plus you. So now we've got two people in the story, and you've guessed scope 3 adds the customers. It's very much a value chain kind of a thing, but just watch out. It's not me and then my suppliers and then my customers. It's me, then me and my suppliers, then me and my suppliers and my customers. Do you get the idea? So the figures go up and up and up as disclosed. Scope 1, scope 2, scope 3, and this is a requirement that entities disclose their greenhouse gas emissions using those three different scopes. There you go. That's S2 for you.